blaze that took out 24 homes in a single night. This is drone video captured by a local resident as the flames came barreling down a canyon and then ignited a multitude of houses. It came really fast.
Yeah.
They don't want nobody else to have nothing. They done stole all the money. The dirty realtors. Good. I hope the insurance companies go out of business.
The 44-year-old returning to the house he lived in with his wife.
All the good people gonna be spared and blessed. But the dirty realtors, people like Donald Trump, all the money won't let poor people get into real estate. Burn it to the ground, Lord. Let it be burned.
He became emotional thinking
Satan
about his
is on his job. He working on behalf of Jesus now. Take him out.
We're not the only ones.
Did you steal? Did you lie? Did you cheat? Did you kill black people? Did you kill Mexicans and Puerto Ricans? Are you racist? If you are, good. If not, God will take care of you. Don't worry about it. Don't sweat it at all.
The flames were just... They looked evil. They were
just like some of y'all.
The scariest scene I've ever seen.
Just like a lot of y'all.
Grabbing stuff. Some guy kind of, came into the house unannounced, no doorbell, no nothing. He just opened the door and said, "Get out, get out. There are houses on the backside. They're on fire. Just go." And so, we just went.
Fire crew's rapid response undoubtedly saved
That's
both
right.
lives.
Y'all steal everything, living well.
Those firefighters. And then this morning, the ladies are back in the finals. Team USA back in the Women's World Cup finals this morning.
Hannah Dania, how's the story? From Canada to here in the U.S., soccer fans are cheering on Team USA as they gear up for the Women's World Cup final. Obviously, we're delighted to be moving on. The American women beat top-ranked Germany 2-0 Tuesday night to advance.
Good job. I'm wondering if any of them are men pretending to be women.
Focused on what I needed to do.
Yeah, that's something we need to be concerned about.
And an impressive goal by Kelly
Are
O'Hara.
any of them men pretending to be women?
For a second, to be honest. Team USA has
That's something we
in
need
this
to watch out
putting
for
not
with the
only their
sports
dreams,
and
but their
things.
bodies on the line.
Because these
as
guys
they
are
shut
going
out
to
the
go
competition
in,
along the way.
sign up and play sports made for
We're peaking
women.
at the right time. We feel like we're playing our best
We got to
soccer.
catch
Fans
them. We
will
got
be
to
keeping
stop
an eye on
them.
tonight's
Check them.
Japan-England matchup. The winner will take on Team USA this Sunday in Vancouver. The U.S. women have only one goal in mind: to bring a third World Cup title home.
If y'all winning, great job.
I tell you what, they are firing up young girls soccer
And the
players
sisters
across
in that.
Central Virginia. I could hear them last night.
And
at
the
the
women
swimming
of
fields
color
at
on
yelling
the
USA,
team,
USA.
that's what I look
My daughter,
for.
6 years old.
How about that? Well, yesterday we told you about the problems with just one bear in Richmond. We're going to tell you where they had to deal with 5, including that very protected mama.
And are you looking for something fun to do tonight? Well, get this. Buddy Guy is headed to Innsbruck after hours. Temperatures right at 90 degrees at the 5 o'clock hour. And up ahead, right around 7 o'clock, 86 with a slight chance of rain. But trust me, the show
It won't
will
rain
go
on it.
We've got more on your forecast.
Lord, I wish I had a ride. Y'all done stole my damn car. That's all right.
The $600 Walmart gift card is back. Find out how to register on WTVR.com.
Watch for your name on CBS 6 this morning.
Call within 30 minutes. And win. Register, watch, call, and win.
$600 a day starting Thursday on CBS 6 this morning.
CBS 6, the Weather Authority, keeping you ahead of the storm.
This summer, shop Good Luck Menswear for our hot summer sale. Buy one suit, get 2 free. Yes, buy one suit, get 2 free. Choose from Stacey Adams, Steve Harvey, Michael Kors, and more. Buy one suit, get 2 free at Good Luck Menswear in Colonial Heights.
Hurt in a car wreck?
Call the insurance company and got the
No
words.
Call 250-5050 and we'll tell them no.
We'll say no to unnecessary delays.
We'll say no to ridiculous low offers.
We know how much money you should get.
And we know how to get it for you.
And we get nothing unless you get paid.
All right?
Get all your money.
Call the Pendleton Law Team.
Because we
Don't
know.
believe it.
You know.
Crooks.
Everybody knows.
We're the heavy hitters.
Crooks. Kill all the lawyers.
Do you understand just how good this deal is?
This is ridiculous. We've been here for 2 hours.
We don't even know what the price is yet.
I know what to do. Let's go to Tappahannock Chevrolet.
Hi.
Hi.
Coffee?
This Malibu is only $249 a month.
Come see our lineup of Chevy cars and trucks, including the 2015 Malibu for only $249 a month.
I told you it'd be easy at Tappahannock Chevrolet.
Tappahannock Chevrolet, easy as 1-2 key. Your dream car is closer than you imagine.
Taylor Swift, Mariah Carey, plus One Direction.
Did we measure all of you to see you'd fit there?
A special week of music's biggest superstars, part of Ellen's biggest summer ever.
Today at 3 on CBS.
Go, Ellen. It's me, O plus, O positive. Start paying people that donate blood and plasma more money, poor people. Y'all cheating him and it's worth millions of dollars.
Buddy Guy, live at Innsbruck After Hours.
Come on,
Tickets
buddy.
on sale now.
Don't know which is which.
Come on.
July 1st, see Buddy Guy
Come
at
on,
Innsbruck
man.
After Hours. Go to InnsbruckAfterHours.com.
This summer, shop Good Luck Menswear for our hot summer sale. Buy one suit, get two free. Yes, buy one suit, get two free. Choose from Stacey Adams, Steve Harvey, Michael Kors, and more. Buy one suit, get two free at Good Luck Menswear in Colonial Heights.
Track severe weather. Download the free CBS 6 Weather Authority app today. CBS 6 Sky Tracker, sponsored by Baugh Auto Body.
Did you wake up to the thunder overnight? I know I sure did, but I quickly went right back to sleep. We had a few storms across the region. Now we have since cleared out across central Virginia. This is a live look outside the Dominion Skycam. Current temperature 70 degrees, but notice the dew point in the 60s, making it extremely hot and humid already this morning. Thankfully, we do have a little bit of a southerly breeze right at 9 miles per hour, so it doesn't feel so stagnant, but still extremely humid as we head across the region. Temperature-wise, can be in 68 in Chester, as well as downtown and even over towards Mechanicsville. The warmer spot in the central zones being Sanson, coming in right at 70 degrees. Now, further off towards the west, we are dealing with those mid-60s, and then just to the eastern extent, coming in right now at 73 in West Point, 73 as well, just over into Williamsburg. But we are all going to warm up as a unit as we head further into the next several hours. But if you're doing some traveling today or maybe getting ready for the big holiday
Nikki
weekend,
D, are those
we
your
are
real
looking at some
breasts?
temperatures very nice all across
Well,
the
you
board.
got
I
some
mean, going over
plastic
to
ones.
Wichita,
They
we're at
look too
80
good on the
degrees,
white
70
girl.
just over into Des Moines, and you head into Nashville, Tennessee, at 75 this morning. So here's the game plan. Right now, dealing with some showers just over towards St. Louis, continuing to move off towards the east.
I don't know why they be so phony. Ain't nothing like the real thing.
The kicker, it's not going to stay away from us for long. It's actually going to come back
Ain't your
and
chest.
stall out
I
as we
bet
head into the next
$100,000.
5 days, meaning we've got a chance of rain each and every day. Today,
could've
we are
worked on that
anticipating a
little
few
pouch in your
isolated
little
showers
stomach.
up and along I-95
They coulda
right
tightened that
around
up.
the afternoon hours. That will
Y'all
quickly move
so
off towards
fake.
the east. However, Thursday as well as Friday are going to be our two main rain days. We are anticipating several showers and thunderstorms Tuesday afternoon in the central zones, as well as
Does
further
Nikki
off
D
towards
have
the
false
west. And these
boobs?
are going
What
to
do you
continue to
guys
linger with us
think?
as we head into rush hour,
They
the
fit
early
it too
evening,
good
and
for a white
overnight.
girl.
We'll see a slight break before
They
they
ain't
do
born
return
like
as we head
that.
further
They
into our
make 'em.
Friday, along with an ample amount of cloud cover. But the 90s are back again today. 91 anticipated
Sure
for
they
Richmond,
are.
as well as into West Point. You head up towards Culpeper, where we are anticipating 88 for your afternoon hours. I mean, it's going to be a
Why
great day
isn't
to
there
head
a
to the
black
pool, do some golf.
weather
But just
woman?
remember, right around lunchtime, you're going to want to start to pay attention to the weather. And of
Why
course,
isn't
then
there a
when the CBS
black
Weather app
weather
will warn you.
woman?
Windstorms are headed to your backyard. So over the next
What
7
happened
days,
to the
temperatures
black
will be right around
women
90
and the
for today.
Latino
We'll
women?
drop down below average.
What
into
about
the low
them?
80s by Friday before quickly rebounding back above average heading further into next week. So yes, each and every day, thanks to this stalled front, we are anticipating a slight chance of showers. That is Wednesday through Saturday. Yes, I know that is the 4th of July, but don't worry, it will not rain on your parade. Rob, Reba?
Good news, thank you. New this morning, a vintage World War II seaplane gets stuck on that sandbar just off of an Alabama beach. That plane's an antique Catalina PBY, and it was being used during the filming of a new movie called USS Indianapolis, starring Nicolas Cage. That plane somehow got beached near shore. Crews attached cables to try and drag it in, but they snapped. And that left that flying boat stranded partially underwater there.
Wow. Water looks beautiful, too.
It sure does. Let's take you outside. We do have an orange cone zone you need to know about in Chesterfield. It's Interstate 95, northbound direction, only just between Route 288 and Willis Road. You can see it right here. Although the cameras are pretty dark out there, left shoulder, left lane, going to be blocked. We have traffic doing a great job here, sticking to that center lane and right lane. So everyone moving over there, and you can see those flashing lights that some of those work vehicles just beyond the camera view here. And southbound direction looking okay. That's, we are not seeing any cone zones there. So again, just northbound direction. Outdoor maps we go. We also have another construction zone that you need to be aware of. This one in Hanover. Interstate 95 south, just between Ashland Route 54 down towards Lewistown Road. It's basically milepost 91 on that approach to milepost 89. So we are going to see some travel lanes closed, specifically center and right lanes. And this is going to be real-time traffic in the area. We're not picking up any backups, but you'll just want to merge early as we go from 3 lanes down to 1. Rob, Reba.
All right, thanks. On Tuesday, we told you the tale of a teenage black bear who ended up in a very urban setting right in the middle of Mosby Court in Richmond.
Yeah, however, he was just one bear. How about 5? This is in Maine, Wisconsin, about an hour and a half west of Green Bay. You can see 4 bear cubs and 1 big mama bear. The homeowners think the bears were attracted by the bird feeder. Now, the young cubs seemed content to climb a tree and hang out for just a little while, but as we all know from our own childhoods, when mom says it's time to go, it is time to go.
That's right.
Yeah, the woman living there, and says in her 67 years she has never seen a bear at her home. Mama looked back like, what?
She was making sure.
Look at that eye contact.
Look at that.
Mama don't play.
I don't know how to feel about all these
That's
bears.
right.
I know, right?
She said, I'll be back.
All right, we've heard unusual baby names that are,
She
like
said, hasta
fruits,
la
apple,
vista.
cinnamon, candy. Well, there's a restaurant chain willing to give you $10,000 if you name your
Say
baby
what?
after a particular food.
Hey, speaking of food, some changes for workers at one particular chain, which restaurant it is, and the new benefits for their employees.
Canelo and O'Neill. Justice for the injured.
No way.
The 4th of July Freedom Event is on at McGeorge Toyota, and we're celebrating with our hottest offers. Hurry in for your pick of 900 new Toyotas and pay nothing for your car or your gas for the rest of the summer. What could be more liberating than freedom from payments and freedom at the pump for the rest of the summer? How about the freedom of no-cost maintenance for 4 years? But it all ends July 7th, so hurry into McGeorge Toyota. We earn your trust every day.
It's hard to imagine my life before her, or a day without her. She is the force that holds her life together. She is my everything, the center of my universe.
Give the beauty of a Forever Mark Fire and Ice Cut Diamond from Schwarzschild Jewelers, an authorized Forever Mark jeweler in Richmond. Forever Mark, the diamond, the promise.
Exclusively at Sam's Club, get a limited time special buy on a Serta Premium mattress set inspired by luxury Trump hotels. Now just $7.99 for a queen set. Compare at $10.99. That's $300 in savings while quantities last. Save on king sets too. Sam's Club.
Your home is your biggest investment.
You can't trust just anyone with something so important. We are an honest, family-owned business.
And we have been around for over 20 years.
Cracks in and around your home need immediate attention, and Stable Foundations can do a free analysis to verify the cause. Don't put the value and safety of your home at risk. Stable Foundations, since 1992.
Let your foundation rest on us. Stable Foundations.
Caress presents the world's first body wash. With fragrance release pearls, touch your skin to release fragrance up to 12 hours. New Caress Love Forever.
I know what you're thinking, but this is the improved I can't believe it's not butter. 100% taste, 0% artificial preservatives, made with a blend of delicious oil, purified water, and just a pinch of salt.
2, please.
I can't believe it's not butter. 100% taste, 0% artificial preservatives.
Save big. Save now. The 4th of July sales event at your local Ford dealer. Amazing deals on American ingenuity, legend,
toughness. It's why more people search, buy, and buy Ford again. This is the event. This is the time. Get into America's best-selling brand. Get 0% financing for 60 months and up to $1,500 cash back. Plus, military members, even retirees and veterans get $750 more for up to $2,250 total cash back. Hurry, ends July 6th.
Spring cleaning, home remodeling? Don't rent one of these when you can have one of these. An easy drop container from Neat Sweep. We'll put it exactly where you need it and we'll take it away when you're done. Call Neat Sweep today for your easy drop container at 232-3000.
CBS 6 Traffic, powered by James River Air.
It is July 1st. That means new laws taking effect here in Virginia. How they'll help you when you're at work, behind the wheel, and looking for a daycare provider for your child.
Well, talking about a big catch, a group of Chesterfield men drag a big shark to shore in the Outer Banks. Why they weren't scared to come so close to the predator.
And the ladies did it. The U.S. women's soccer team heading to the World Cup
Are they all
Finals,
women?
when they'll be playing again, and who they'll be taking on for the big
Are
title.
they all women, or they got a homosexual up in there, transsexual?
Working
Are
for
they all
you.
women?
This is CBS 6 Early Morning.
It's 5 o'clock on the money. You're right on time. Thanks for starting your Wednesday with us on this July 1st. I'm Rob Cardwell.
And I'm Reba Hollingsworth. We have a lot to get to this morning, including why local workers could be getting a raise real soon. And Kristen will have a check on the roads for you.
Yeah, but first, great googly moogly, those storms last.
Is that new?
But gosh, they did wake you up.
They did. They woke me up, woke Louie up, you guys up.
My golden retriever all night long panting. She gets all nervous.
Bless her heart.
So that lightning was something
Yes,
else.
there was a ton of lightning, and some of them actually were severe, but they have since moved off towards the east, and now we're just stuck with humid conditions and a very warm start. 69 degrees right now. That relative humidity coming in at 93%. It is extremely hot outdoors when you do put that into consideration. Now, those clouds continue to push off towards the coast, and we're actually going to see a mixture of sun and clouds as we head further into the afternoon. Now, currently, temperatures coming in 68 in Charlottesville, 66 over into Farmville, and then going over towards Kilmarnock, where we are sitting at 72, 73 right now into West Point. But by the afternoon, we're headed back, you got it, to the 90s. Not only is the heat returning, but so is the humidity and even a chance for afternoon showers and thunderstorms. We're not going to see as many as yesterday. However, make sure you are staying weather aware. We'll pinpoint the locations most likely to deal with the weather, and we'll let you know if it's going to stick around for the 4th of July.
All right, thanks, Kadeem. We're following breaking news out of South Carolina this morning where firefighters are investigating a suspicious fire at a church in South Carolina.
In fact, they believe that the late-night fire at the predominantly black church may be arson. CBS 6's Jasmine Norwood is in the breaking news center with more.
Their hands.
That's right, Rob. Tensions are still high down in South Carolina
God.
following that mass
Kill 'em
shooting
all out.
in Charleston.
The whole
This church
family
fire
that
happened
did
about
that.
50 miles north of Charleston, and it's the latest in a string of fires at historically black churches. Now take a look at these pictures
Lord.
and this video.
Tripping
You can
their
see flames were
hands.
shooting through the roof. The entire
Killed
building
like the whole
was up in
family
flames.
out.
At this point,
Everybody
investigators are
involved.
still trying to figure out what caused Mount Zion African Methodist Episcopal Church to catch fire Tuesday night. We do know this is the 7th church to burn since that church shooting in South Carolina a couple weeks ago. Take a listen to what these Mount Zion church members had to say after
Take them
watching their
down,
church
God.
burn.
Expose them.
I think Emmanuel AME has shown us the way to deal with tragedy, and that is to draw your strength from the Lord and come together as a community and meet whatever adversary you may have with the spirit of love.
So you can see they definitely
Burn
have a
the
lot of
homes
rebuilding
down,
to do
Lord.
there. We
Set
know
the
that
houses
the same
on
church
fire.
burned down 20 years ago. That was burned by KKK members. Robin Reba.
Still is.
Sad to see. All right, thanks, Jasmine.
Happening today, new laws taking effect here in Virginia, including one that's going to affect a lot of parents.
Yeah, it changes the rules for in-home daycares across the state. CBS 6's Jake Burns breaks down what those changes are and how they could affect parents in the future. Jake.
Well, Reba, unfortunately, Virginia has seen several high-profile tragedies at daycares over the past couple of years. Some of those daycares have been licensed, some have not. And it's the family of those victims, the families of those victims, that have really pushed for these changes. Governor Terry McAuliffe signed some of these into law back in May at a ceremony in Midlothian. There are 3 big changes the Department of Social Services says begins today. First, any unlicensed daycare must notify parents in writing that they do not have a license, and they're required to direct parents to the DSS website so they can do more research. Counties and cities now have to report twice a year about anyone who has applied to open a daycare in their locality. And finally, DSS has expanded the list of crimes that are included on the criminal background checks of potential daycare employees. Officials say they really want parents to review all their options before making any kind of child care decision.
We want them to ask how many children are in care. Why aren't they licensed if they so choose not to be? Because our goal is to have everyone licensed. We strongly encourage any unregulated provider to be licensed.
And Robin, Reba, coming up in our next half hour, we'll tell you why DSS says it is a good idea for parents to choose those licensed daycares. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Jake.
And that's not the only new law that's taking effect today. Another strengthens campus sexual assault laws, and requires campus police to notify local prosecutors within 48 hours of starting an investigation. Another prohibits employers from asking you for your username and password on your social media accounts. And another allows breastfeeding anywhere in public in the state of Virginia. And we're going to have a look at more new laws that could affect you when you're behind the wheel. That's ahead in just a few minutes.
Today marks the start of a new fiscal year for Virginia, and that means we'll find out soon if state employees will be getting a pay raise. Virginia Secretary of Finance says 2% pay raises are likely if the state saw an expected budget surplus at the end of the last fiscal year, which ended yesterday. Now, you may remember Governor Terry McAuliffe and the General Assembly approved a raise for state employees earlier this year. The governor's office says nothing is guaranteed until the books are closed. An announcement will be made once it's official. Richmond's new deputy CAO starts her new job today. Lenore Reed comes to the city of Richmond from Suffolk, where she spent the last 3 years as director of finance. But she's no stranger to Richmond. She served as acting city controller here from 2003 to 2007.
We have a crime alert out of Chesterfield this morning where police say they've seen a slight uptick in counterfeit bills. In just the past few days, there have been 4 incidents reported of people trying to use counterfeit $50 or $100 bills. One of those was reported at the Bed Bath & Beyond off of Midlothian Turnpike here, where 2 people tried using fake 50. There are several ways you can check money to see if it's counterfeit.
Gave me counterfeit
genuine,
bill. I taken her out to lunch. I needed some change.
Yeah, the watermark on the right side of the bill, which is going to match the portrait.
That was killed on
That's Doug Meese with the Secret Service Agency. He says you should never hesitate to call police if you don't think a bill is the real deal.
$10 bills.
That's hard to say. Real deal.
The real bill. That is pretty tough.
If it's fake,
and I called it in.
That's what you wanted to say. Well, we do have more construction zones. This one we talked about just a little bit earlier, but something to watch for in Hanover. If this is where your commute takes you this morning, 95 south, basically just south from the Ashland area, Route 54, on that approach to Lewistown Road. And looks like cars are having a tough time right now getting by. We only have that left lane that's going to be open, the center and right lane closed. Looks like we have some activity here, and that could be causing some of those backups. But traffic is still over light. It's pretty light this time of the morning, so really not causing major problems out there, but just make sure that you are taking your time. You can see some of those cones that are out once we see the vehicles pass the northbound direction looking okay. Out to our maps we go. Real-time drive times for you. This is going to be just along Route 288 in each direction. Midlothian Turnpike towards the Goochland area, making that merge onto Interstate 64, about 11-minute commute there. Back to you.
All right, thanks. We have an update on breaking news we told you about yesterday morning. A bear found at Richmond's Mosby Court. There it is. Now back in the woods where he belongs. Run, little guy. On Tuesday afternoon, Game and Inland Fisheries officers gave the bear a checkup and then took him to a remote section of Virginia, and as you saw there, set him free, and he's probably still running right now. They wanted to get him way out there in the middle of nowhere so he wouldn't come back to the city. 3 men from Chesterfield are talking to CBS 6 about reeling in the biggest catch of their lives over the weekend down in the Outer Banks.
Yeah, check out this video. Yeah, for 40 minutes, Zach Levine pulled, reeled, and finally dragged the shark to shore. Levine brought the shark with the help of his friends, Eggleston brothers, who are much more experienced fishermen. Arthur and Michael Eggleston travel to the Outer Banks every summer to go fishing, and they often catch sharks, but this one is probably the biggest yet.
Black people can't go to the beach, sharks eat them up.
A whole bunch of teeth. Any of us could
Outer Banks, Kill Devil.
The three say the catch cleared the water. No one wanted to swim after seeing those sharks. They threw it back into the ocean, and it swam away unharmed.
Yeah, there's one rule about a shark on the beach, that it's, you know, or anywhere. You stay away from the business end like that. You don't put your hand on the nose of it and say, hey.
Yeah, like it was nothing. He wasn't biting at all.
Hey, guys, great catch. Glad you released it back in the water, too. Rules for the road. A number of new traffic laws are going into effect today. Kristen is going to break them down for you, what you need to know to avoid getting a ticket. Got to listen to Kristen.
A lottery pool pays off big for these Virginia co-workers. How much money they each just won playing Mega Millions, and the one reason they thought it was all just a big joke.
Oh, we got to get an office pool going here.
Right?
Oh, and talk about winning. Here's a big one. The women's soccer team knocking off Germany. We'll tell you who they're taking on next in the finals.
If you're watching CBS 6 News, we are working for you. We're back in 3 minutes.
This mother of three isn't getting any love. Time for Mom on Strike. Plus,
she's about to get the surprise of her life.
We've got a very special delivery.
Today at 4 on CBS 6.
Sell your house as is to Home Best.
Now, tomorrow, there's a better chance of afternoon storms, a high of 89, otherwise partly sunny. Partly sunny on Friday, 85, 86 for your 4th of July, and 88 on Sunday. Again, each day partly sunny. We have to watch for those scattered afternoon storms. Back over to you now.
A rare phenomenon astronomers say could be related to the Star of Bethlehem appeared in the sky overnight. We got a rare look at the double star.
And marijuana now legal in a 4th state. Find out where adults can
all right, child.
You're watching Good Morning Richmond, covering news where you live. Shaco Slip, Libby Hill, and Chester.
Don't go anywhere. We're back in a moment. 5:10 now on your Wednesday morning.
Libby.
Fairway Windows is the only one to call for a complete maintenance-free replacement window for just $175 installed. That includes all the exterior trimming free. Only Fairway Windows can offer that. The only one to call is Fairway Windows.
I love the new place.
Thank you. We used a designer from Haverty's to help blend all of my stuff with Dave's One Good Chair.
I love it.
It reminds me of when we blended our furniture.
Yeah, Ryan helped me get all my stuff just the way I like it.
And Emily helped me get all of my stuff right to the curb.
That was a great day.
Yeah.
Refresh your space at Haverty's with savings in every room. Plus, enjoy 36-month no-interest financing. Haverty's, discover something new.
Imagine you didn't have a car payment this summer. Would you take a vacation or go on a shopping spree? Well, at the Kia Summers on Us sales event, we'll make your first 3 monthly payments. Plus, give you 0% APR for up to 66 months on the Sporty Optima and High-Tech Forte. So you can have your best summer ever. Your first 3 monthly payments on us, plus 0% APR for up to 66 months. Hurry in today to your Kia retailer for the Summers on Us sales event.
Hey Richmond, this is Mark Smith with Midas of Richmond. I'm in Feedmore's Community Kitchen. Every week we move 17,000 meals through this kitchen, feeding families, seniors, and kids all over Central Virginia. That's why Midas of Richmond supports Feedmore like we do. These folks drive out hunger every day. Midas Freight drive out hunger. Midas Oil Changes drive out hunger. Midas Tires drive out hunger. When you choose Midas for your car care, you're choosing to drive out hunger in Central Virginia. We can do this if we choose to, guys. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.
This is Lydia's new Honda Civic EXL. Today it will take her far, with better fuel economy than a Toyota Corolla. Over 5 years, she could save $1,500 on average compared to a Nissan Sentra SL. But for now, there's a track she just can't miss, especially on that display. And with Honda Lane Watch, it's hard to miss her blind spot, too. No wonder the Civic is the best-selling car in its class. Start something special now with the Civic.
Interesting approach. Try making the apple redder. Very nice. It evokes a sense of farm fresh, doesn't it? Delicious composition. I can almost taste it. Fortunately, you don't have to look far for inspiration with all this fresh food so close to home. Well, 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 what do we have here? Well, they do say art imitates life.
Fresh food, affordable prices. Life's better with the Lion.
Fairway Windows is the only one to call for a complete maintenance-free replacement window for just $175 installed. That includes all the exterior trimming free. Only Fairway Windows can offer that. The only one to call is Fairway Windows.
The new 8 News Storm Tracker weather app. Download it for free today.
8 News Storm Tracker weather first.
We're back now at 5:13 with your Storm Tracker weather first. Right now, 69 degrees and a little humid out there. We got some rain overnight. The high, 91 degrees. Another chance of that pop-up storm. Matt will have a full check on the forecast in a moment. Happening today, adults in Oregon can now legally possess and grow marijuana for recreational use. Last November, 56% of Oregon voters approved a ballot initiative legalizing pot. Adults 21 years and older can now possess up to 8 ounces of marijuana and grow up to 4 plants. Oregon joins Colorado, Alaska, and Washington as the 4th state in the country to legalize pot.
And with the 4th of July just a few days away, this morning we've got a look at some of the things you need to remember to stay safe during the holiday. Fireworks are the main cause of injuries on Independence Day. And while some fireworks are legal in the state, fireworks of any kind are illegal in Richmond, Chesterfield, and Henrico. If you do buy them, some tips to keep you safe. Never lean over the fireworks once they've been lit, even if it appears to be a dud. Also, make sure you're in an open area and away from dry grass. And don't wear loose clothing that could easily catch on fire.
Want to see fireworks? Go out to one of the professional shows. There's several of them around the area. Genworth has one on the 3rd in Henrico County. And some of the fireworks, although they're permissible in some counties, they're not in Henrico County.
So if you do have an accident because you chose to light some fireworks, call 911 right away. Small burns can be treated by running water over the burn and applying a dry cloth. But remember, do not ever use oils or creams on it.
5:15 now, the battle between Donald Trump and Univision continues this morning. Trump is now suing that broadcaster for $500 million. Last week, Univision announced it would not air Trump's Miss USA pageant because of controversial comments Trump made about Mexican immigrants. In a statement, Trump claims the move is politically motivated and says Univision is required to broadcast the pageant live. Univision called the lawsuit factually false and legally ridiculous and says it plans to fight it. Amanda?
With just 79 days left until the Road World Cycling Championships in Richmond, Anthem is working to help all cyclists stay healthy. The new Pedal to Health website covers the basics of cycling, how to buy the right bicycle for you, and even tools to design a cycling exercise plan. Anthem is a major corporate sponsor of the UCI race coming in September. Be sure to keep it here on 8 News for complete coverage of the UCI Road World Championships. We'll bring you all the latest developments as Richmond gets ready to host cyclists and spectators from all around the world. And Matt, heading out for a bike ride this morning could be a little dicey. Yeah, it's a little wet out there, but
yeah, the pavement. That's for a lot of people. That's the only way they're going to know that it rained overnight is seeing a few drops on the pavement.
Right. Things are going to be decent though in terms of the weather if you're heading out for that bike ride this morning or even early afternoon. But it's later afternoon. We're going to start to run into the same pattern we've been in, this scattered afternoon thunderstorm type of thing. That'll last right through your holiday weekend, and for some it may spell a little bit of trouble for those professional fireworks displays on Saturday evening. It's something we're going to have to watch. And as I mentioned, the summertime pattern continues, so keep that in mind. Upper 80s, near 90, chance of late-day storms. You get used to this, right? You're normal. 68 degrees in Ashland, the same in Mechanicsville. A little muggy out toward Short Pump at 67. Or 69 in Woodlake, Brandonville. Good morning. You're waking up to 68. Same with areas around Winter Park Elementary School, Harpers Mill, Hampton Park. Back to Matoaca this morning, 66. 69 in Colonial Heights. Yesterday's or last night's rain and thunder now way up into New Jersey, moving away. What I'm watching, though, is a very weak weather system sliding through western Pennsylvania down into West Virginia. It's what we call a trough. It's kind of like a kick in the air. And as that kick slides on through and mixes with our heat and humidity, it may bring some of you an isolated thunderstorm. Here's what I'm looking at. Partly sunny for that ride in this morning, 72 at 8 o'clock. Pushing up to 86 at the lunch hour. Great day for lunch outside. Yeah, it'll be a little humid, but really, it's pretty nice. Now, you move into the afternoon. We hit a high of 91 between 3 p.m. and 4 p.m., and then I bring in that risk of storms. Take a look at Futurecast. Here we are at 2 o'clock, and again, quiet overhead. At this point, getting close to 90 or slightly better in many areas, and then that kick comes in. And look at this, 3 o'clock. Here's some isolated storms. Maybe this is slightly overdone, but you get the point. Moving through Metro Richmond, 4:30, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and then sliding to the east and moving away. Will everybody see these storms? No. A few of you will. And what's the main threat today? Just a quick, heavy downpour, and that's it. Now, tomorrow, partly sunny skies will be with us. We'll have the chance of some late-day storms. It'll again be hot and humid, highs close to 90. Mid-80s on Friday, Saturday, and upper 80s on Sunday. Each day partly sunny, chance of a late-day storm. And then Monday, Tuesday, well, maybe a slight change in the pattern with mostly to partly sunny skies and temperatures near 90. Time to take a look at your roadways this morning, and overall, we're looking fine. Here's 95 at the Boulevard and Derry. No real concerns on that view for you. 95 from Franklin Street. Overlooking from the Monroe Building. We're moving smoothly at this time, as you would expect. In fact, downtown expressway, no problems at all. 95 through the cities we just talked about, looking good. Shaka Valley Bridge, 64, east and west, okay. Your Atlee-Elmont interchange moving smoothly north and south, or even across 295. We're very good, no matter where you are, Henrico, Chesterfield, or even Petersburg. It's 5:19. You're watching Good Morning Richmond. We'll be back with a check of weather first and more news right after this.
8 News closed captioning is sponsored by AAA. Great advice, great insurance.
Hey, we know what you want.
You want the news.
News that's important to you.
Breaking news.
You want your weather.
The weather and traffic where you live.
Central Virginia, you're in luck.
Because your best mornings start right here.
With Good Morning Richmond and
Good Morning America.
Save big, save now. The 4th of July sales event at your local Ford dealer. Get 0% financing for 60 months and up to $1,500 cash back. Plus all military, even retirees and veterans get $750 more for up to $2,250 total cash back. Ends July 6th.
How do you make a good technical education even better? By including professional certification preparation, focusing on technology solutions from some of the world's leading high-tech companies in our associate's and bachelor degree programs. That's why ITT Technical Institute will now offer brand-specific certification training as part of our degree program offerings. Our instructors can help students prepare for certification in important technologies that may help them become competitive in today's marketplace. Students can prepare for professional certification, focusing on technology solutions, all while they earn their degree. Begin preparing for a certification while earning your degree. To find out more about this opportunity, call 1-800-ITT-TECH or visit us on the web. ITT Technical Institute, education for the future.
Got $200? We've got a July 4th sale that blows the others away. New Corollas, $200 down, $200 a month. New Sentras, $200 down, $200 a month. New Jettas, $200 down, $200 a month. All with priorities for life. Oil and filter changes, state inspections, and towing for life, and your engine guaranteed for life. With July 4th sale at Priority Toyota, Nissan, and VW.
You can have it all.
When you're living with diabetes, steady is exciting. Only Glucerna has Carb Steady, clinically proven to help minimize blood sugar spikes. So you stay steady ahead.
Honey, I'm getting the band back together, and we're going out on tour.
I'm totally comfortable with that.
And everything still fits?
When your mattress is this comfortable, you'll be comfortable with anything. The iComfort Sleep System by Serta. Featuring memory foam with dual-action gel technology. Experience iComfort.
Save big, save now. The 4th of July sales event at your local Ford dealer. Get 0% financing for 60 months and up to $1,500 cash back. Plus all military, even retirees and veterans get $750 more for up to $2,250 total cash back. Ends July 6th.
Be a part of 8 News with iReport 8. Share your photos, videos, news tips. From breaking news to stories you want us to investigate, 8 News wants to hear from you. Call 330-8000 or email us at ireport8@wric.com.
8 News Storm Tracker weather first.
Welcome back. Time now is 5:22 with your Storm Tracker weather first. Taking a live look outside at the Virginia War Memorial. It was a busy night with some showers some people experienced. Matt says it's going to be another hot one, 91. He'll have our full forecast in just a bit. Well, it is time to check out what is trending this morning, and stargazers enjoyed a rare treat in the night sky Tuesday night. Juniper and Venus appeared to the naked eye as a double star. Astronomers call this phenomenon a conjunction. The interplanetary display was the culmination of a month-long dance drawing the two bodies closer together. Now, in reality, they were separated by millions of miles of empty space. Some astronomers say that the double star phenomenon could be the account for the Star of Bethlehem mentioned in the Bible so many years ago.
And they're saying that actually, if you missed it last night, you're not totally out of luck. On July 18th, as a grand finale, the planets will be joined by a razor-thin crescent moon that night. It's supposed to be even more dramatic.
A lot of people reporting this is the first time it's looked this amazing in 2,000 years. So
yeah, that's great. I mean, and it's always nice to see these things like to the naked eye, so that you don't have to go and use something to see it. And it's always great to see something in the sky. I always love looking at things that don't happen normally.
Right. Of course, as the time that this was hitting here in Central Virginia,
it was
we had clouds moving through. Folks might have missed it in our area last night.
Yeah, some certainly has clouds and thunderstorms. Now, tonight, you're still going to get a chance to view them. We still have that isolated risk of some storms, but you'll still see Jupiter and Venus very close as well. Here's what's going on. You see the showers and thunderstorms from last night continuing to move away. A few clouds overhead. Not a big deal. We have a weak weather system that's going to try and push in this afternoon, mixed with that heat and humidity, and it could spark off an isolated storm. I put that chance at about 10%. Otherwise, mostly sunny skies today, hot and humid, a high of 91 degrees. Now, what about tomorrow? Well, guess what? It's a summertime pattern. We're talking partly sunny skies, chance of late-day storms, 89. We're going to be in the mid-80s for Friday and the 4th of July. Sunday, upper 80s. And again, each day, partly sunny, chance of a late-day storm. And that continues as we go into next week, although we may have a little break Monday and Tuesday. I wouldn't let it cancel any plans for sure. Let's go back over to Amanda now.
Coming up at 5:30, Team USA just one win away from capturing a third World Cup. I'll show you how they advanced to the championship game with a historic win over the top-ranked team in the world. Plus, starting today, big changes are coming to how thousands will recycle here in Richmond. Take a look. We've got everything you need to know about the big blue bins you'll see all over town. Plus, next time you head north on I-95 to Baltimore and beyond, it won't cost you as much. That's pretty rare. Find out where the tolls are actually going down ahead in our next half hour. Morgan?
Almost 5:26. Time now for this morning's financial headlines. Here's ABC's Rena Nine and TJ Holmes in New York.
Good morning, everybody. Topic America's Money. A major fashion designer stepping down.
Donna Karan will no longer be the chief designer for her line, which defined the way working women dress for decades.
Now, the 66-year-old will still be a close advisor, but the company has no plans to replace her. Well, Burger King may be bringing some of its veggie burgers to a location near you, Rena.
The fast food chain started serving 6 varieties in India last November, including a veggie Whopper. A move to other countries could be next. I don't need any secret sauce, Tej. I'll take it just like that.
I'll stick with the beef.
And adults are now rediscovering the satisfaction of coloring within the lines. The coloring books for grown-ups are among the top sellers on Amazon.
Now, Barnes & Noble has 100 different titles. The designs range from flowers to spiritual. They're peaceful, solitary, and unplugged.
I'll buy you some Crayola crayons, too.
I need to get back to it.
That's America's money.
I can't do this anymore. We need to talk.
What's wrong?
Look, we have a new Serta Perfect Sleeper.
We don't need to count you anymore.
Sorry, but it helps solve 5 common sleep problems. I haven't really counted you in months.
You've been faking it for months?
Every night.
See how the Serta Perfect Sleeper can help solve your sleep problems. Visit Serta.com today.
Wish your skin could bounce back as quickly as it used to? Introducing Neutrogena Hydro Boost Water Gel. Instantly quenches skin to keep it supple and hydrated day after day. Formulated with hydrating hyaluronic acid, which retains up to 1,000 times its weight in water. This refreshing water gel plumps skin cells with intense hydration and locks it in. For supple, hydrated skin that bounces back. New Hydro Boost.
from Neutrogena.
There are a lot of great ways to get around Richmond. But to find the mode of transportation you want at the price you want, head to HaleyAuto.com.
Haley has it.
Yes, we do.
This is my new mattress from Haverty's. I'm waking up so refreshed now. I used to be a bit groggy in the morning. Those were dark days.
Wake up refreshed on a mattress from Haverty's and save up to $600 on Sealy Optimum and Posturepedic hybrid sets. Plus, get 60-month no-interest financing. Haverty's. Discover something new.
Why are we watching this again?
I pay for all these channels, so I make myself watch them all.
Joey, I'll watch anything except this. Except this. Go back. Go back, go back, go back, go back, go back.
Fios Custom TV lets you pay for the types of channels you want, not the ones you don't. 100% fiber optics is here. Get out of the past. Get Fios. Now for $79.99 a month. Go online or call.
We're here at Haley Buick GMC Midlothian, where everyone in America can save hundreds, even thousands, during our 4th of July celebration. That's Haley Buick GMC on the corner of Moorfield and Midlothian.
Haley has it.
Yes, we do.
Good Morning Richmond starts now.
Good morning, and thanks for sticking with us for the 5:30 half hour of Good Morning Richmond. I'm Amanda Malkowski.
And I'm Morgan Dean. As always, we want to start this half hour with your Storm Tracker weather first. Matt tracking the storms that moved through last night and what we may be seeing by the time we get to the 4th of July. It'll be here in just a couple of days.
A lot of folks making their plans for the weekend.
Yeah, and things looking really decent. Again, partly sunny skies as we head into the holiday weekend and the holiday itself, 4th of July. Chance of a late day storm, but that's the typical summer pattern. We got rid of those storms from last night. You take a look at the temperatures, still very warm and slightly muggy with right in the upper 60s for Richmond and Ashland and even Tappahannock. How about 72 in West Point? We look back to the west, mid-60s in Louisa to Farmville. And again, everybody a little sticky. Well, there are the showers and storms continuing to pull away. Still have some low clouds overhead, but these clouds will burn away and give way to a nice sunny day. There is a weak weather system trying to push through central Virginia, and that may pop off a late day storm. By late day, I mean 4, 5, 6 o'clock. I put that chance at about 10%. Otherwise, you're going to see mostly sunny skies today, and it will be hot and humid again, a high of 91, so keep that in mind. Now, again, I wouldn't cancel any plans today, but we do have the risk of some late day storms. And anytime we have late day storms, we always want to remind you to make sure you have, the 8 News Storm Tracker weather app. You can download it free. You go to the iTunes Store or Google Play, and you can download it and set up the warnings and the lightning setup there, because anytime there's thunderstorms within about 20 miles of you, the lightning detection goes off. It alerts you to that because you may not hear the thunder, but certainly the 8 News Storm Tracker app can alert you to any bad weather coming your way. That would have been handy last night. Some of you at those swim meets, unfortunately, swim meets had to be postponed or canceled. Take a look at traffic this morning. Looking at the Boulevard in Derry here on 95. Traffic is flowing smoothly. Here's a nice shot from Franklin Street. Top of the Monroe building overlooking 95. No issues at all there. Want to join everybody, or welcome everybody joining us on Periscope this morning. Downtown Expressway, Manchester Bridge looking good. 95 through the city, no problems at all. Bryant Park and points northward all the way up through Ashland looking fine. 295 from Mechanicsville back to Short Pump, 64 west out to 288 and 288 south through Chesterfield County and back to 95, and your 85-95 split. No problems traffic-wise at all. 5:32, it's time for a look at your news. Here's Morgan and Amanda.
Sweetbriar College supporters are paying off. This is a big change here. The nonprofit group Saving Sweetbriar Inc. has delivered $5 million to the school. It's all part of that settlement agreement to keep the women's college open.
8 News reporter Evan Armour has been following this story for us for months now. And Evan, even though it appears things are back on track, we're hearing from employees that some of their jobs are still in question.
Yeah, Amanda, we haven't been able to verify it, but we did get an email from a Sweetbriar staff member laying out some last day of work procedures. It says yesterday was the last day of employment for some staff and calls this a, quote, confusing and difficult time, made more so by those recent events. Now, last month, a settlement was reached after school leaders announced in May the school would have to close because of financial issues. The email, which is signed from HR, goes over filing for unemployment benefits, turning in keys, and emptying out offices. It also says any information about offers of reemployment will be forthcoming, as well as information about severance pay. Meanwhile, that effort to raise money to save the school is actually going better than planned. That $5 million check that was just delivered is double what was required under that settlement, and supporters got it to the school ahead of schedule by a couple of days. And in our next half hour, I'll have more on what that payment means for this transition. We know Saving Sweetbriar must deliver an additional $3.5 million by August 2nd, and then that final $3.5 million by September 2nd. Darielle?
Evan, news where you live in Richmond. Starting today, recycling is going to get a whole lot easier. New 95-gallon recycling carts will begin arriving at people's homes, with 57,000 delivered by the end of the year. The green containers will replace the old 24-gallon ones. It's all a part of Richmond's Let's Roll campaign, aimed at increasing recycling and educating people about it.
And that's going to allow the city to increase the current recycling rate by a projected 90%. That's big news, and I think that we should be very excited about that.
And here's a nice perk to recycling. The more you recycle, the more you get free stuff through a recycling perks program. There's more information on our website, WRIC.com.
New this morning here at 5:34. The next time you drive through Maryland, it won't cost you as much at the tolls anyway. Lower tolls on roads, bridges, and tunnels, they go into effect today. Some of the discounts are only available to drivers who have Easy Passes, though. For example, the Easy Pass discount for using the Baltimore Harbor and Fort McHenry tunnels is going up from 10% to 25%. That's a nice discount. The lower tolls, though, they're being offset by increasing the gas tax in the state, something to think about. But before you get behind the wheel here at home, there are several new traffic laws that are going into effect starting today.
Need to know before you head out the door this morning. 8 News reporter Sydney Cameron is here breaking down what you need to know. Sydney, probably the most interesting law is one that gives drivers the right to do something that used to be illegal here in Virginia.
Yeah, there are some laws that are kind of twofold, Amanda. Drivers can now be cited for following too closely to a bicycle or moped, but on the upside, you can now cross a double yellow line when safe to pass a bike or a pedestrian. The move over law is also being expanded as of today. Before, you only had to move over for emergency responders, but now you will need to move over for any vehicles performing roadside services. Virginia National Guard soldiers and airmen will also now be eligible for veteran ID cards in the Commonwealth, allowing them to get military discounts at participating businesses. The first applicants for those cards will be honored at a ceremony later today. And coming up at 6, we're talking more new laws, and one of them will have moms across Central Virginia celebrating later today. I'll explain. Amanda?
Developing right now, the Department of Justice files a statement in support of a transgender Gloucester County student fighting for the right to use the restroom of his choosing. The DOJ says Gavin Grimm's right to use the restroom that corresponds to his gender identity is protected under Title IX. The ACLU of Virginia filed a lawsuit against the school board on Gavin's behalf. The school policy currently requires Gavin to use a private restroom. A Virginia athlete is among the first openly transgender swimmers in the NCAA. Skylar Baylor, a Harvard freshman, was initially recruited for the women's team, but came out as transgender this year. After telling the women's coach, Harvard surprised Baylor with an offer to join either swim team. The 19-year-old from McLean joined the men's team to embrace his identity.
5:37 now. We are learning new details this morning about the New York prison break from one of the escaped inmates himself. David Sweat is revealing the details of his escape to investigators while he recovers in the hospital. Sweat says he and fellow inmate Richard Matt began cutting through their cells way back in January. The night of the escape, Sweat says everything was going to plan. Their accused getaway driver, Joyce Mitchell, though, didn't show. The men originally wanted to go to Mexico, but without a car, they turned towards Canada.
They obtained a AM/FM radio that they were able to listen to the news media.
Sweat says he was almost caught on several occasions. One time, search teams passed right underneath him as he hid up in a hunting stand. Meanwhile, the 10 guards, the security chief, and the superintendent at the prison where the escape happened have all been placed on indefinite paid leave for the time being. Well, 5:38 now. We want to go back over to Matt to talk about your weather on this Wednesday morning. Saw some storms passing through last night, and that remains to be the threat kind of through the rest of the week. Some of those pop-up storms, right, Matt?
Exactly. Not looking at any big severe weather events, but again, the pop-up storms cannot be ruled out. Right now, you're live 8 News Storm Tracker radar from last night, all quiet. But we did get some beneficial rain in many areas. In fact, look at rain vision. Recent rainfall within the past 24 hours. Portions of the east end of Henrico County from Seven Pines right through the airport. Some areas picking up nearly 1.5 inches of rain. Providence Forge and a lot of New Kent County, southern sections of King William, King and Queen County, as much as 1.7, even out toward West Point. Walkerton in the light blues over toward the eastern sections of Mechanicsville, or Hanover County, I should say, just about 1 inch. Chester, a large portion of 95 as you leave the city down through Chesterfield County, over 1 inch to 1.5 inches of rain. The Swift Creek area between 1/2 inch to 1 inch. Short Pump as much as 1 inch or so in and around Tuckahoe Village, Canterbury, the U of R campus, and even out toward Ashland. So good rains. You know, we can always use rain. When we're in June, July, August, we get these hot days. It's always great to get some water back into the ground, of course. Hey, this year we're not dealing with any drought, which is great. 75 degrees, 9 o'clock this morning. By 11 o'clock, 82. This is your swim team practice forecast. Did you get your meets in last night before the thunder happened? I know some people did and some did not. Again, radar this morning, nice and quiet. There go the showers and storms from last night. We have 68 degrees in Ashland, 67 in Short Pump, mid-60s at Matoaca High School, and 67 down by Hampton Park and Harper's Mill. Not bad this morning. Partly sunny skies, 72. Hot and humid at the lunch hour, 86. Pushing to 91 today. Cannot rule out the risk of an isolated storm or two. I put that risk at about